Welcome back. I'm Paul Chartier. The program Heart of Gold. It's not limited to people doing great work in Lexington. People that do great work that live in Lexington spill over and affect the world. And here are two of them, Andrea Bartlett and Rodney Rupp. Welcome.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Rodney and I, full disclosure, we used to be friends. No, we're we're friends.
You know, things do change over time.
Yeah. Sometimes for the better, but not in this case. But great affection for Rodney, and he came to me and said, "I'm doing this mission trip with a group of people. Can we be on? And why would I turn someone down who are doing great things?" And the mission trip, you've been on it before, Andrea?
Yes, sir.
How many years ago were you on it?
This will be the 4th year.
In a row?
That I've gone, almost in a row. I missed a year. So the first time that I went was 4 years ago.
With me.
With Rodney. That's how we really got to know each other.
And you came back for more.
Skipped a year, and this will be the 3rd year in a row that I've gone.
And Rodney, you were on the trip 4 years ago.
Yes.
Explain, because we want to tell the story to people and then give your website if they want to do whatever they can do to get involved. Talk about the mission trip, Andrea.
So this is the 7th year that our church has gone. It started out with us partnered with a church out of Georgia. The former youth minister at our church, it was the church that she grew up in. They've been going for several years, so they already had the relationships there established. So we started going 7 years ago. We go to Guatemala.
Right.
And we go to a small community up in the mountains in Guatemala called Chichicastenango.
Every year you go to the same place?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's kind of our home base while we're there, and it really has started to feel like home. We've been going long enough. We see the same people every year. We stay at the same place. So it really has started to feel like home. We go and we do various projects. We plant fruit trees for families that partner with us. They purchase the trees and then we come plant them. So we plant fruit trees that gives them something that it's a source of food for them, and it gives them something that they can take to the local market and sell. So it also becomes a source of income for them. And then in the afternoons, we do vacation Bible school with the church that we partner with there, our sister church, Dios con nosotros. And we do vacation Bible school for 2 days. And then the 3rd afternoon that we're there, we actually collect shoes. And we take and we give shoes from here. We pack them up in suitcases and drag them all the way down to Guatemala with us. And so we do shoes mostly for children, but also for older siblings, parents, members of the community, because it's something that they really have a genuine need for shoes. We have a lot of kids that will come in to get shoes that either don't have shoes at all, or the shoes that they're wearing are 2 or 3 sizes too small. And
the things that we take for granted.
Right.
Absolutely.
And before I forget, I want you to give your website, because then we'll talk about where people could donate the shoes.
Great.
So it is trinityhill.org.
Yes.
Yes, trinityhill.org/Guatemala missions. And that has all the information on there about our upcoming fundraisers, information about who to get in contact with if you want to send a donation straight to the church, or if you want to get in touch with us about donating shoes. It gives you contact information on there about who to get in touch with so that we can make arrangements for that.
The shoe part of it, so when are you going down to Guatemala?
We will be there June 15th through the 23rd.
Okay, and from what date are you collecting shoes, and where can people take them?
We are we're collecting now.
Okay.
And they can take them to Trinity Hill.
Which is where?
It's at the corner of Tate's Creek and Armstrong Mill.
Yes, right across from is it the Thorntons?
Yes.
Thorntons and Cheddars.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, right there. Okay,
Yes,
good.
Yes.
Yeah. And last year, how many shoes did you give away?
We usually end up with about 400 or 500 pair of shoes that we take down there.
Gosh.
That's
amazing.
We don't always give all of them away.
Yeah.
But the church there that we work with, Dios con nosotros, they have a room where they are able to store them at, and then as people in their church family and in the community come to them with a need, they're able to supply that to them at that point.
And Rodney, you were on the trip 4 years ago.
Yeah.
You're now back. Why are you back, and what do you expect to have happen down there?
Well, it's just, it's great to make such a positive impact when you can. And, not only does it make a huge impact to those who we visit with, but to us.
Exactly.
It really
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
It's an amazing experience. It's a great feeling, and, if you can, you should. I can. We will.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And by being there 4 years ago,
Yeah.
you know then the routine. You stay where when you go down?
At Chi-Chi, we start for the first few days. It'll be at a hotel in downtown Chi-Chi Castaneda. I think I got that right. And we bus to the village that will be working and planting trees. And not only is it fruit trees, but it's pine trees too. They use the wood for cooking and heating and that kind of thing. So we try to take care of a few different needs.
Yep.
Also this year, I believe we're going to help build a church. There are some females, from what I understand, they're all females, and they are physically building this church by hand. And was it last year or the year before that you had helped with that project?
This will be the third year that we've
Okay.
worked with them, so it's been really cool for us to see, and they get work done much faster than we do, so we kind of joke with them while we're there that we're glad they're taking a break for a few days to let us try and get some work done on it.
Yeah.
Try to keep up. Yes.
They're much more efficient.
We will
than
get
are.
2 work days of yours done in 5. I
Pretty
promise
much.
you.
Promise,
Pretty
that's
much.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, that's our goal.
Yeah.
What they could get done in a few hours,
Yeah.
it takes us about a day and a half.
That's why
to
we're
do,
down here for the
so.
week. Yeah.
Yeah, we do look forward to it.
When you come back every year, they know you. What's that relationship like?
It really is. It's like coming home. And I can honestly, I cry every year when we leave because it breaks my heart to leave them. But that's where technology is so cool. I'm Facebook friends with several of the people that we work with there, so we kind of get to keep up with what's going on with them a little bit throughout the year. So I missed a year in between the first year and the second year that I went. So it was really cool for me to go back that second time. And even though it had been 2 years, there were still kids there that took me a few minutes to kind of realize, oh my gosh, you've gotten so big.
Yeah,
but,
we look
for
the
them,
same, but they don't.
Yes,
Yeah.
but for them
Yeah.
to recognize me, even though it's been 2 years, kind of makes me feel like, okay, maybe I really am having some sort of an impact here if I
It's
spent.
got to be so heartwarming.
Yeah.
Do you have a story about any child that has been touched by this, that you can see something in that child that is just magical that happens to them?
I have one. When we were planting trees 4 years ago, part of that process is you meet the family and you pray with the family. And during prayer time, we had, of course, a guide that was also our translator. And one of the prayer requests that the family had was their oldest son, I believe it was their oldest son, had been saving up money for about 2 years to go to college. And in their money, it's, and with their economy,
Yes.
it just takes a long time,
Yeah.
and they don't have a lot of, choices
Right.
economically. After the prayer time, we all just kind of looked at each other and it's like, I think we can do this. So we all got out, what we had, and we sent that boy to school for a year. We kind of made up for what.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So that was I will never forget the gratitude.
I'm sure.
Was amazing, and it wasn't that much as far as what it took for us to do that, but it was huge. It was a huge impact for that family.
But what does the Bible say about giving? No matter what the amount, you do what you can do.
Absolutely.
It's not a dollar amount that's the target. Once it causes a little bit of, do I want to or not? Look at the impact it has.
Absolutely. and you never regret it. You know, you always.
So this program is called Heart of Gold because people do nice things.
Yeah.
And 99% of the people do things here in Lexington. But what you said before is you have the opportunity to leave our community, and when you come back, it's in you
It is.
to then give that feeling and generosity and kindness to people that you're with the other 51 weeks out of the year.
Absolutely. And you sort of pay it forward, you know. So yeah,
and how nice.
A wonderful experience. It really is.
It certainly makes you a lot more appreciative of what you have.
Absolutely.
You're down there and you see, because it really, you know, you can see things on TV and read about them, but it really doesn't hit you until you actually see it in person and you actually experience it. And so
Take 1 minute and paint the picture.
for me, the biggest thing is I teach high school. So the first year that we went, what impacted me the most was one of the last days we were there, we were able to take about an hour and a half and go to the school in the community. Mm-hmm. And I had just finished up my first year teaching, and so there were all these things. I'm like, oh, I wish we had all of these things. There are all these things that if I could put it in my classroom, I would. And to see what they're working with, I mean, genuinely, I broke down in tears. It hit me that hard, how much I take for granted. And how much we have that they couldn't even imagine being able to provide that much for their kids in their classroom.
How big is this community, the town that you go to? Any idea? Is it a Nicholasville? Is it size-wise?
The town that we stay in, Chi-Chi, is larger than Nicholasville.
Okay.
Where we go to work, I wouldn't even call it a town. I wouldn't even call it a village. It's the side of a mountain. Mm-hmm. There's really nothing there. There's a school building. Other than that, it's just kind of like little huts on a mountain. So, yeah.
We can't change the world, but you and your group go to one place in one village in one little group of people and change them. And you come back feeling fantastic.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And then when we can, we do it again.
Yep.
So, yeah.
And when you get back, how does it impact your behavior in how you function in our own community?
It makes me a lot more willing to do what I can to help someone else. Mm-hmm. And especially, it makes money mean a lot less. Mm-hmm. Being able to, when you have the chance to donate to something or help someone out that needs it, just knowing that money is not that important, because one of the biggest things I notice, and every time I go and it amazes me, is how happy they are.
Yes.
Right.
We look at more, and
money
by our
is not
standards,
the root.
No.
And I heard this morning, the sin of omission, that we can see something happening, and if we don't intervene to make it better, we're guilty by just being a spectator and watching it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Well, you are not spectators, you are participants, and God love you both and your entire teams for going down there. Safe travels, and please give the website one more time that people could donate shoes and make contributions.
That is trinityhill.org/Guatemala-missions.
And we do have a GoFundMe page, correct?
Talk about the GoFundMe page.
Yes.
So we do have a GoFundMe page, and there is a link to that as well on the church website.
Okay.
Along with information about all of our upcoming fundraisers. We do a Spirit Day at Zaxby's on Reading Road, right across the street from our church, once a month.
Oh, and a car wash.
And we're doing
a
car wash in April and in May. And so the GoFundMe, that's just if you can't donate, if you can at least share it with other people through social media.
If you keep raising all this money, you'll be flying down there instead of driving like you have been. Go to the website, make a difference. I'm Paul Chartier. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Heart of Gold.